Have you ever noticed? Sometimes silence hits harder than the loudest scream. Sometimes a person says nothing and still tells you everything. Strange, right? We think words show the truth, but silence exposes reality. Let me explain. There are moments when you ask someone, "Are you okay?" And they reply, "I'm fine." But their silence after that sentence tells you they're breaking inside. Silence is powerful because it's honest. Words can lie, but silence cannot. Think about it. When someone stops arguing with you, it doesn't always mean the fight ended. It means they're tired. Tired of explaining. Tired of begging to be understood. Tired of proving their point. That's silence. It's louder than any shouting. Let me share a real-life example. Imagine two friends who used to talk every day. Late-night calls, inside jokes, long conversations. Suddenly, one of them becomes quiet. Not because they don't care anymore, but because they got hurt. Maybe misunderstood. Maybe ignored. Maybe replaced. That silence screams the truth that words are too painful to say. Another example. When someone you love starts talking less, not because the love is gone, but because they feel unimportant. They stop complaining. They stop asking for your time. They stop expecting anything. Their silence is saying, "I'm still here, but I'm losing myself trying to keep this connection alive." Silence feels louder because the mind doesn't stop talking. It keeps replaying moments. It keeps asking questions. It keeps imagining answers that were never spoken. Sometimes the words you never hear hurt more than the ones you do. But here's the surprising part. Silence is not always sadness. Sometimes silence is strength, the kind of strength that says, "I don't need to explain myself. I don't need to prove anything. I don't need to react to everything." There is dignity in silence, peace in silence, growth in silence. When someone walks away quietly, it's not weakness, it's wisdom. Words can start fights, but silence ends battles that aren't worth fighting. And sometimes, silence is the only way to protect your heart. There comes a moment in life when you realize that responding to everything is exhausting. So you choose silence. Not because you don't care, but because you finally care about yourself. Silence also reveals truths we don't want to face. If someone stops checking on you, that silence tells you your absence didn't matter. If someone stops putting effort, that silence tells you where you stand. If someone stops explaining their actions, that silence shows their priorities. You don't need words. Their silence already answered everything. But here's the most beautiful part. Silence helps you hear yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your hidden dreams. The voice inside you that the world kept drowning. When you sit alone in silence, you start understanding what really hurts you, who really values you, and what you truly want from life. Silence doesn't just feel louder. It reveals the truth louder than anything else. So if someone's silence is hurting you, step back and read the message behind it. And if your own silence is healing you, don't let anyone make you feel guilty for it. Because at the end of the day, words may express, but silence exposes. And sometimes, the quietest moments carry the most powerful meanings.